10 million Americans have reached their senior year of high school unable to read at a basic level. Over 20 million have graduated without the ability to do the fundamentals of math. And 25 million do not know basic American history. 77% of fourth graders in urban, high-poverty schools are reading below basic on a national assessment of educational progress. Without adequate funding, these schools have no means of improving these statistics. This is not only discouraging, but it implies that America will be left in poor hands. To direct us towards a better future, I propose an increase in funding to financially challenged schools who need more funding to properly serve their students. In this manner, schools will have up-to-date textbooks, better learning environments, and more opportunity for well-rounded growth. In addition, federal aid education requirements should be upheld not only by policy, but by action. State inspectors should enter a school undercover at least once a year to ensure federal standards are being upheld. Teachers should be legally required to attend an in-depth class twice a year in order to keep up to date with new teaching techniques, requirements, and information. To help distribute federal funding, I propose to institute a national standardized test. Today's standardized tests are given state by state. Some federal funding for schools is based on the score of these standardized tests. And since the scoring is set by the states, the states may lower the standards so their scores are higher than the other state. This could lead to instances where one student may score less in one state than a student in another, but still be considered on the same level as that other student. This leads to unfair distribution of federal funding. My goal by creating one national standardized test is to take out the inequality in the testing and make it fair competition for all schools to receive federal funding. On the topic of higher education, our colleges and universities are all too often inaccessible. There are many colleges and universities that are run like businesses, not educational institutions. Their primary aim seems to be making money, when as an educational institution, it should be to provide a quality education to its students. Average tuition and fees of public colleges rose 8.3% this year, and now exceed an average of $17,000 a year. The average amount of debt per student from student loans is just over $25,000. This can lead perfectly capable students to decide against attending college in favor of avoiding debt. The United States is ranked 12th among 36 industrialized nations for the percentage of adults 25 to 34 years old with college degrees. As a world power, this ranking is unacceptable, and this means we need to increase higher education attendance. Education is key to this nation's future, and if we wish to remain a world power, we must better our education system. The cost of a college education must be reduced. At a time when a college education is necessary to acquire a meaningful job, these costs are unacceptable. I will provide more federal financial aid for the working and middle class. I will also provide colleges and universities with greater federal funding, specifically in an effort to lower the tuition costs. Of the students who receive a high-quality education, many struggle to find a job. About half of the students who have graduated are under the age of 25 with a bachelor's degree are unemployed or underemployed, unable to utilize the skills they paid thousands of dollars for. Many, while educated in their field, struggle to find employment. To get more college graduates out working, I will propose a federal mandate that requires all colleges and universities that receive federal funding to have a program that helps recently graduated students find employment. We will strive to increase the number of recently graduated and employed students by at least 10% in the first 3 years of my presidency, a number that could only grow over time. The education standard and achievement in this country is dismal at best, and little has been done to fix this problem. With me as your president, I will decrease the cost of college. I will decrease the stress of paying for college. I will increase the amount of federal funding towards schools to provide students with a quality primary education. I will increase the percentage of recently graduated students who are employed or underemployed, unemployed or underemployed.